All right, this is Mitch for Indigenous Insights. In the studio today, we have Jamie Jones from the Elderly Nutrition Program. Jamie, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Like you said, my name is Jamie Jones. I am 45 years old. I went to Baraga High School. I grew up here all my life with my family and my sisters. I have one child. Her name is Jeannie J. She's 20 years old and currently, hopefully, going to school in Gaylord this coming year, this fall. And that's it.
All right, well, good luck on that school path there. Tell us a little bit about what you do over at ENP and how long you've been there.
I've been working with the ENP program since January 5th of last year, so I'm going on my 2 years. I'm the cook there. I enjoy my job. I love what I do. And yeah, I cook every day for 130 people.
Well, what do you enjoy about your job?
The cooking part. I love doing all the chopping, making soups, making the meals, prepping, all that stuff. I always have a good time doing it. Sometimes I get a little tired, but who doesn't get tired at their job? So yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy it very well.
All right, and summer is wrapping up. We're starting to look forward to the holidays. Does the season change your menu?
Oh, absolutely it does. Right now, I was actually talking to my boss that I want to do more soups coming up. Now that the weather is going to be changing into cooler temperatures, soups, stews, a little bit more comforting foods, not so much high-fat foods, but something that people will enjoy.
And what's something cool about your job that people don't know?
Well, what's cool about it is that I love doing the menus, and I like to make up my own recipes. Like if I go on Pinterest and I see, I want to make that soup. Well, I won't go directly by the recipe that I see. I put a little twist on it for myself. And then people are like, did you make that? I'm like, yeah, I did by myself. And I did look up a recipe, but it's partially my own too. So usually I like to put twists on some of the recipes. So that's kind of cool.
Okay, so I said I wouldn't throw in extra questions, but I want to know a little bit about your process of putting that menu together. Do you sit down and write it out for months ahead of time, a week ahead of time?
We do a monthly menu, and I usually like to get it done by the middle of each month for the next month. And I go on and I look at previous people that used to cook there, like your mother. She taught me a lot, which I was very grateful for. And I go by some of the recipes that she has done, or else I come up with my own. Like I said, I like to use Pinterest a lot for some ideas, do some twist on my own, or else I do things that I do at home for myself and for my family.
Is there a certain set of guidelines or anything like that you have to follow when it comes to your menu?
Yeah, it's like there's some things that I can't put in, like some of the recipes, so I kind of switch it out with, like the MSG. I don't put salt in any of my recipes. It's just all natural flavoring. Like my soups, I use soup base, but not as much as I would like to, because I know like the sodium and everything could be really high for people. So I try to watch that when I make my
And another curveball question would be, what's your strategy working in like some of the native foods around the area? Do you concentrate on that?
Yes, I do actually. The only thing that I can't get my hands on, where I need more practice, is making fry bread. Because that's one thing that I really want to do, especially with soups and stews that I make coming up in the fall seasons and winter season. But
So do you look to like local fishermen and hunters to get some of the wild meats?
Yes, we actually get people that donate fish, and everybody loves the fish. We usually get either lake trout or whitefish or both. And I just bake it, and I put light seasoning on there, and we usually would serve it with like a baked potato and a fresh veggie, and also we have the soup and salad bar that goes along with that. So it's actually pretty good.
All right, and for those that might not know, how can they get involved with ENP?
You can either call and see, if we can send you an application, or else you can just come in and see us, and we'll give you an application right there, and you can eat that day.
Very
continue that day. And if you also want to bring a guest, the guest would only have to pay $6. And that's a pretty good deal.
And just wanted to get this out there again. You can either eat on location or you can get the meal delivered, correct?
Mostly the congregate, we try to get more people in. And the deliveries are only for people that are homebound. and they would have to get a doctor's approval, like stating, they can't drive over, they can't walk, anything like that. So if they're sick or if something happens to them or they can't come in, then we'll put them on the delivery list until they're able to come in.
Okay, so that can be like kind of a permanent thing. If
Yes,
you're
it can be permanent or
temporary.
it can be, whatever. But yeah, so it's like if you're injured or if you're sick or if you can't come in for health reasons, it's a doctor's approval. And if you're able to come in, you can come in anytime. And we serve lunch from 11:30 to 1 every day. Yep.
Taking care of the people. Any last words for the listeners?
I just hope everybody that does know me and that does eat the meals, that they really enjoy it. If there's anything that I can change or if there's any other recipes people want to give me and I can try them all, I would be really up to it. I love trying new recipes or whatever. But yeah, I love my job and I love what I do.
All right. Well, thank you very much for being here, and thank you for doing what you do.
Yes, thank you for having me, Mitch.